reasons we're here today. I'm going to ask Pastor Powell to come up and then give us a little bit of why he has taken the energy to ask people to come together, and then we'll ask Pastor Marroquin to do the same in 1 minute. Then we'll have a few others get up and talk.
Greetings. I made some phone calls on behalf of this meeting. I had a church secretary, as I was making phone calls on behalf of this meeting, ask me a question. She said, "Why are you calling the churches about a political issue?" I was like shocked. And I said it was so that we could become more informed about our votes. You know, not wanting to get into argument or anything else, and not really knowing what her agenda was. But today we gather here as leaders. Some would like to discredit our influence and our leadership as pastors and Christian leaders. But we have a sphere of influence. And the psalmist said that if the foundations of the righteous are destroyed, who can stand? That's why we're here, so that we can inform ourselves and then inform others that place their trust in us, so that we can give good advice, so that we can rise to the occasion of a God-given calling on our life, not just a profession, not just a hobby, but a call from God that affects eternity. Got to know Pedro about 25 years ago in a thrifty parking lot. And our church was, our youth was having a bake sale. And he come up, boy, just energetic and alive, and said, "Oh, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you." And he bought some goodies. And we just bonded. He became a very good friend. Then, as he served on city council, I served as a Chamber of Commerce president, as well as pastor of a church, as well as police chaplain, and many other hats. And it was my privilege to see him both behind the scenes and as a friend and in public. Go to the mountains and pray with him. And in fact, I'm now pastoring in Sallisaw, Oklahoma. My wife came down with cancer. She was misdiagnosed back there, and that's why we're here, so that she can get some treatment and some help. And God's doing a great work. And Pedro made a trip back to Sallisaw, Oklahoma, and there with our church, he led us in prayer for her. You know, all it takes is just a rock in a pond of water to create a ripple. And what do you say? We create a ripple. In these last days that we're privileged to live in, we're seeing things like we've never seen before. What a confused society. People don't know whether they're boys or girls. Wow. I'm just amazed. But we can rise to the occasion, and we can speak truth and bring liberation into people's lives by placing people in a God-given calling and position in the political industry. Pedro, as a city council member, was there. I was there at every meeting, except I was there at 95% of the meetings, I know. He had an opinion on every issue. As far as raising the taxes in Delano, I sat on the committee to raise the taxes in Delano. It was a committee. It wasn't Pedro Rios. He didn't lead the way. It was a community effort that led the way. The police department was involved. The fire department was involved. The chamber was involved. All the Kiwanis Club, the Lions, I can go on and on and on. And it was to provide money for our youth and to provide anti-gang education and all of the provide resources that our city needed at the time. But I watched and I saw Pedro beautify a community, and now that I've stepped away and come back and I look, wow, man, we have a clean community. Trees. He led the way in economic development. A Walmart is there now. Largely because behind the scenes he was meeting with people and he was talking to people. He took people, business people that was getting caught up in the red tape, and if you're a business person, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All the bureaucratic mess and everything that you go through to try and provide a better means of living and provide better resources in a community for other people. Pedro walked it through with them from A to Z, answering questions, sometimes bullying the system. But anyway, we're gathered here to hear what he has to say. We're gathered here to be informed voters, and we're gathered here to make a difference, to better ourselves and enable people to better themselves by our leadership. So I appreciate you very much in being here. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor Tom.